Servus, Grüezi und Hallo. Ich bin's auf dem Schiff. Ja, ihr wisst schon, auf dem Star Trek-Schiff. Auf der Resolute, wollte ich sagen, genau. Und wir spielen Resurgence, Star Trek Resurgence. Spielen wir jetzt weiter. Das ist das Let's Play Nummer 4. Ich würde sagen, ich gehe da mal rein und wir gehen einfach mal und spielen directly straight through, also weiter.
Presently, we don't have an explanation for how they're doing this. One thing is clear. This is no fluke.
Thank you, Mr. Westbrook.
Thank you.
I want a full briefing when I'm back on board. Solano out. A targeted weapon that inhibits warp travel. Coming from the moon Tau.
That would explain the difficulties my shuttle encountered. More importantly, the tenor of the Hotari during the negotiations.
And here I thought the Illidians would be the problem. Coming to peace talks in a warship. This wasn't supposed to be so complicated.
So, wir sind diejenigen, die in Schwierigkeiten stecken. Die Alidianer wussten, dass etwas nicht stimmte. Oder was führen die Hotari im Schilde? Ich würde 2 sagen.
For all their posturing, every indication is that the Illidians are afraid of the Hotari. They didn't bring their warship as a threat. They brought it because they're scared.
From everything we witnessed, I would say that is highly likely.
But what are they afraid of?
Tylus, the Hotari representative, said she thought they found something in the mines. Galvin and Sidron brought it back to the palace, but they're keeping it under tight security. She's going to investigate it. I gave her my tricorder. I expect she'll contact us soon.
You found an ally.
Why would Tylus help us? Go behind her people's back? It's a fair question, considering.
She doesn't like the way Galvin and Sidron have been manipulating the situation. And the Queen. Working with us to go around them isn't the same as betraying her people.
This is true.
That may be true.
She's certainly more likely to help than the other Hotari we've met.
That raises another question. Specifically, what do the other Hotari have to gain in bringing us here, only to make this hostile maneuver against us?
Good question.
There must be some motivation.
Ich denke auch,
Unless
sie
they
wollen
changed their
Krieg.
minds between when they asked and when we got here.
Given their indifference to the negotiations, and what we now know about this warp-disrupting weapon, it's almost as if they want to start a war. And Sidron was convinced the only thing the Illidians respect is force.
I would say he's right about that. But at least they know when to hold back.
But that does not explain why they would turn their aggressions against us.
That's true.
I don't think the Illidians know what's really down on that moon either.
Major Arminta said the revolt defied explanation. That the Hotari miners somehow harness the energy of the storm.
Harness the energy of the storm?
Doing that is beyond even our capabilities.
So is a weapon that disrupts warp travel.
There have been civilizations and entities, both past and present, far more technologically advanced than the Federation.
Far more.
The Illidians and Hotari don't fall into that category.
But that is all the more reason to investigate further.
Das sollten wir tun. Ich bin mal
Commander
gespannt.
Rydek, sorry to interrupt. We've received an urgent call from Hotari. The Queen's advisor, Tylus, has asked to speak with you.
Put her through.
Hat die Crew gesagt. Hamburger Dialekt.
Galvin and Sidron are still with the Queen. I've enlisted help to gain access to the room they have under guard. I don't have much time.
I'm not supposed to leave my post.
It's only for a moment. I so appreciate your help.
I found something. I'm sending you a scan.
Got it. Tylus, if we needed to gain access to the mines on Tau, is that something you could help us with?
I suppose it wouldn't be easy, but I have to go.
Tylus.
Spannend.
Can we reconnect?
Es macht doch keinen Sinn, wenn sie auf der Flucht ist.
Sorry, Captain. We've lost all contact.
Stell dir mal vor, du machst einen Kontakt und dann kommt gerade jemand rein
We
und
can
sagt,
only
ja,
hope
ich
she
mach's Ludo.
escaped without harm.
Und dann?
It was hard to tell.
Ich denke, sie weiß, was
Tylus
sie tut.
wouldn't have offered to help if she didn't know what she was doing.
That's a lot of faith in someone we barely know. Let's see the scan of whatever the hell that was.
Mhm. Schauen wir mal.
Tylus suspects this came from the mines on Tal.
Sieht aus wie ein schlechter
It appears to be
PlayStation-Controller.
of ancient origin, but the markings are unfamiliar.
We can run a full analysis when we get back to the Resolute. But if this came from the mines, then it might be the key to how they got the upper hand against the Illydians.
War Sony auch
Then
schon
we
da?
have to go into the mines.
The Federation would not allow that. We were, after all, sent here to be a neutral party in a peace negotiation. However, we could demonstrate that the Hotari have acted in bad faith, which would enable us to investigate the mines on Tau with full justification. But of course, we would need conclusive proof before taking action. Otherwise, it could put us in a difficult position.
What the Federation doesn't know won't hurt them. If I do it right, nobody will know I was there.
Commander, I'm surprised at you.
We may have a better understanding once we analyze the device. But a mission to the mines, covert or otherwise, is not out of the question. And I will handle the Federation.
Spannend. Was werden wir da wohl finden? Irgendwann.
As I was telling Carter, I want all the data I can get on this warp problem. And the negotiating team's shuttle has been recording data all the way back from Hotari.
Eindämmungsprotokoll.
Even better than our probes. So pull the sensor and engine ISOs from the Melville when it sets down.
Will do.
I'll join you and Shovak down in engineering to run another analysis after the briefing.
I didn't like this warp problem when we thought it was some astronomical anomaly. And I like it a hell of a lot less now that we know someone is doing it to us. How does it work? What do we even do about it?
What do you say we pull these chips and find out?
Took some damage on the way. That ionic interference scored the hull plating.
Jetzt
Might be
dürfen
some
wir gleich wieder
micro-welds.
aktiv werden.
Let's try pulling together.
Packen wir es
Alright.
gemeinsam an. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Trito van zero. Bam.
It won't budge. Gotta be the storm damage. We need to... Welcome back. Any excitement down on the surface?
Excitement? No. Nothing like that.
Hey, can you hand me the EJ7 interlock? From the toolbox.
I don't know what that is.
Not much use for one on a security detail, huh? Carter?
Yeah, I'll get it.
So, was ist der I-17 irgendwas? Ich würde ja mal sagen, das ist... Jetzt muss ich mal wieder ganz schnell so machen. So, geht es jetzt dann besser? Nein, wahrscheinlich nicht. Das heißt, wir machen wieder den hier. So, sorry. Passiert. So, Zeiger ist entsperrt. Hallo, wollt ihr mich gerade veräppeln? So. Gott. Sowas finde ich nervig, wenn du dann eine Maus hast und die Maus bewegt sich kaum. Siehst du das? Also da oben ist das Ding. Ich muss jetzt da ganz langsam hin. Ja, wie gesagt, ich sollte mal irgendwann den Controller anschließen, aber ich habe es noch nicht geschafft. Angeben, professionell sein. Ich will nicht angeben. Smile.
Okay, I'll apply pressure while you decouple the panel.
Okay. Dann gehen wir da mal hin wieder. Wieder so langsam wie möglich.
Here, I'll help.
Bam. Das Ding ist auf.
We've got this.
Open up and say ah.
Thanks for the hand. We have to get these isolinear chips down to engineering.
No problem.
So.
You really know everything about these ships, don't you? The tools, the systems. Like a walking Starfleet technical manual.
Well, I wouldn't say everything, but I know my stuff.
I can see that.
Come on,
Neutral, okay.
start pulling chips.
Wollte sie, dass ich angebe? Bin ich aber nicht. Oh Gott, seht ihr das? Das ist so. So, wen holen wir denn? Den da. Den da. Den da. Den da. Den da. Hoppala. Der ist aber runtergefallen. Na, was haben wir denn da?
What's this?
Some kind of crystal formation?
Wird wohl ein Eindringling sein. So.
Whoa. This substance is a quantized spin crystallization of hydrogen, carbon, and lithium. It's emitting tetrametric pulses at an interval of 3.8422 seconds.
Quantized crystallization isn't natural. I mean, it's only theoretical as a means to engineer matter on a subatomic level. What's it doing in there?
Ja, was wohl? Ärger machen. Das will ich nicht tun. Das will
Wait.
ich nicht tun.
Regulation 364, subsection 9.
What?
Regulation 364, subsection 9 orders that in the case of an unknown foreign substance infiltrating a sealed system, it will be placed in secure confinement before further examination. Retrieve a containment module.
Don't you think we're more equipped to deal with whatever this is?
No. Before anything else, this is a security issue.
Das stimmt.
You don't even know what this is.
Which is why we need to study it.
Once it's contained.
Well, if it's not natural, then someone might have put it there. It could be a tracking device. Some kind of sabotage. Or even a bomb.
Which is why we need to get it to the containment lab.
Come on.
I can't make an exception. Not even for you.
Verstehe ich.
I'm still going to report these crystals to Commander Westbrook when we send the shuttle data.
And I will inform my superiors. I'm taking this just as seriously as you are.
Yep.
But I overheard talk about the warp disruption on the shuttle. Now these crystals? Maybe the situation is more than we can handle with just a science vessel.
Wen brauchen wir dann? Die
We
Borg?
could trigger a distress call.
Q.
Get Starfleet to send more ships. Or I could send a message to my old CO on the Adirondack. Get some combat-tested vessels. We shouldn't do this alone.
That wouldn't be a bad idea. If you think you could do it without getting in trouble.
I'll find a way.
Be very careful.
Das musst du. Oh, wer kommt denn da? Der
Okay, stand
Eindämmungsbehälter.
back.
Anfassen mit der Zange. Nein, er wird reingebeamt. Das ist sogar noch besser.
Get this to the containment lab. We'll get it set up for you. I'll let you know when it's safely confined.
Da haben sie wirklich
Oh,
dran
we'll
gedacht.
be there.
Last thing you want is to study this down in main engineering and have it explode next to the warp core.
Ja, ich finde das schon richtig, was die da machen. Oh.
Almost forgot.
Can't have that.
For a second, I thought she'd gone cold on you. Like she might have changed her mind. But I guess this whole situation has her spooked. Maybe she knows more than us? Or it's because this is all happening so fast? But she usually doesn't scare easy.
Now, you can't tell me you're not a little spooked, too. We all should be.
Believe me, I'm taking it seriously. But Miranda talking about sending a distress call on her own? That's going too far. Although, you didn't seem to think so. She was probably just thinking out loud. I'm sure she'll come to her senses.
Wahrscheinlich.
This mission has enough complications stacking up.
Now, we'll get through it. You, me, and Miranda too.
Alle halt. Ganz normal. Symbol.
Commander Rydek was able to work behind the scenes during the negotiations and made contact with a representative from the Hotari delegation named Tylus. She mentioned an unusual artifact of unknown origin being held under tight security within the Hotari Palace, which she believes came from the mines on Tau. Now, this artifact might have a connection to the revolt, to the storm, and to the warp disruption we now know has been targeted at the Resolute. Commander Rydek, if you want to take it from here.
Of course. Tylus managed to infiltrate the heavily guarded location within the palace and sent us these scans using my tricorder. It appears to be some sort of control panel, possibly connected to the warp disruption weapon originating on Tau. Of particular interest is this symbol, which we couldn't identify the origin of.
The Federation database has records from a vast number of civilizations. If anyone from Starfleet has come across this before, the system should recognize it.
Cross-referencing with Federation records.
Displaying symbols from Federation database with a 90% probability of match or higher. Select a symbol to further analyze.
Ja, das ist jetzt sehr strange. Welches nehmen wir denn? Das ist eine gute Frage. Das war schon mal nichts, oder? Nicht wirklich. Jetzt weiß ich, was ich machen muss. Schon, also da könnte ich sagen, ja, vielleicht ein bisschen, aber nein, nicht wirklich. Das vielleicht. Nein. Das vielleicht. Ich weiß aber auch nicht, ob das wirklich so sein soll. Das auch. Es passt ja irgendwie alles irgendwie, ne? Aber ja. Das könnte auch sein. Machen wir mal das hier. Gott, fast. Ich dachte schon hier so, jetzt aber. Wahrscheinlich kommt entweder noch was oder nicht. Eigentlich müsstest du alle durchklicken, ne? Weil das war das erste. Das ist das zweite. Wir nehmen einfach jetzt mal, wie gesagt, ein paar. Nicht alle. Nein. Klar. War auch logisch. Muss ein größeres sein. Ich verstehe den Sinn dahinter jetzt nicht wirklich, aber es ist okay. Das könnte sogar sehr gut möglich sein, ist es aber nicht. Okay. Wahrscheinlich habe ich irgendwas... Gibt es noch einen weiteren? Nein, es geht nur nach oben und unten, oder? Ja. Nein. Ist lustig. Jetzt drücken wir hier 30 Symbole durch, was überhaupt keinen Sinn macht, oder? Aber hey, das vielleicht. Ja, das sogar... Ja gut, das ist es. Jetzt haben wir es. Das ist ein Match, würde ich sagen.
99.2% match.
Got it.
So, what it is? The Tuken Empire. Tuken.
So, what are we looking at?
The design and composition indicate this is a glyph associated with the ancient Tuken Empire. Their civilization collapsed over 600,000 years ago, but once spanned millions of systems with a population numbering in the trillions.
Fascinating. The Tuken were once the most advanced, most powerful civilization in the galaxy.
Is it possible the Hotari found Tuken technology?
I wonder if they even know what they have.
Yeah. Our knowledge of the Tuken is limited. I have only encountered passing references to them.
We don't have the first idea what this is or what it means. And we have all of the Federation records available to us.
Perhaps we should see what else the Federation records show.
Das sollten wir tun, auf alle Fälle.
Computer, what is the last recorded discovery of other Tuken artifacts?
On stardate 41386.4, The USS Enterprise D, under the command of Captain Jean-Luc Picard, discovered a Takan outpost in the Delphi-Ardu system. According to the mission summary, an unbreakable energy-draining field was deployed against the Enterprise and a Ferengi ship. The Enterprise was only able to escape after negotiating their release with an entity known as Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire.
Unbreakable energy draining field. It starts to make sense.
What else is there?
There's a lot here. Let's take it piece by piece.
Select the aspect you wish to learn more about.
Ja, was nehmen wir? Ich würde sagen, wir nehmen den Wächter logischerweise. Oder
Someone
Portal.
from the Takan Empire is actually still around.
Or at least was, 16 years ago.
Computer, what other information do you have on Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire?
The entity known as Portal 6-3 is of an unknown nature. A biped humanoid, he was unaware that the Takan Empire no longer existed at the time of the encounter. He was able to control the crystal-based technology of the Takan outpost through apparent telepathic means. It was by his choice that the Enterprise was released from the energy draining field after Commander William T. Riker of the Away Team argued on behalf of both Starfleet and the Ferengi.
Telepathic control of their technology.
As I have said, they were the most advanced civilization in the galaxy.
Das sieht schon mal interessant aus. Was haben wir da?
The technology to capture and hold the Federation flagship would have to be unbelievably powerful. Computer, what else can you tell us about the energy-draining field the Takan used?
The Enterprise D was unable to break free on its own. The precise nature of the technology was never fully understood. Only that the crystalline technology used was beyond the comprehension of then-current Starfleet science.
The engineering team found a quantized spin crystal formation in the shuttle you took to Hotari. They registered tetrametric radiation coming from it.
We have Takan technology on board right now?
We might. I'll run a full analysis in the containment lab.
Ja, jetzt hat er es also doch schon gewusst. Das ist gut. Dann gucken wir mal hier weiter.
What sort of planet is Delphi-Ardu 4?
Delphi-Ardu 4 is an M-class planet, a barren rocky world with little to no vegetation and frequent ion storms. The giant crystals that grow there absorb energy, but it is not understood how they do so. The entire Delphi-Ardu system, consisting of 11 planets, was considered completely uninhabited until the encounter with Portal 6-3.
Frequent ion storms. That can't just be a coincidence.
Ja, das ist, jetzt kommt noch das Ferengi-Schiff wahrscheinlich. Oder Einschränkungen, okay.
There appears to be some sort of restriction order from Starfleet. Computer, explain this restriction.
A Starfleet directive similar to General Order 7 forbids entering the Delphi-Ardu system or attempting to make contact with Portal 6-3.
Starfleet doesn't throw up a no trespassing sign for just anybody.
I suppose it makes sense considering what happened to the Enterprise D.
The Elydians should have crushed the revolt. But if the Hotari have Takan technology and can control it, I see why they're willing to negotiate peace. For all we know, this could be just the beginning. And we're up against something greater than we can imagine.
For now, it's probably best we don't let on how much we know.
That's true.
Play our cards close to the vest. Smart. I agree. Then, when the time is right, we can confront them.
Diplomatically, of course.
Ja, natürlich.
Right.
We've been able to triangulate the source of the ionic interference and warp disruption to a specific mine on Tau. Engineering used the latest data from your shuttle to pinpoint its origin.
Pantau.
There.
Oh.
So we know where to look.
We need to know what's down there. What the Hotari are hiding. To better understand what we're up against. And to neutralize it if we can.
Also sollten wir da rein in die Mine.
Captain, embarking on a mission to the Hotari moon would not be viewed favorably by either side. However, given the circumstances, we are entirely within our rights to defend ourselves.
I just want to make sure this doesn't blow up in our faces. Which is why I'm thinking of sending Commander Rydek on a covert mission to Tau.
Ooh.
Assuming you're up to the task.
Logisch.
Would require absolute secrecy.
Wir sind doch eine starke Frau.
And obviously, it's not without risk.
I'll get the away team in and out. They're in safe hands with me.
Under normal circumstances, that would be the case. given the sensitive nature of this incursion. I'm afraid you'll have to go it alone.
What?
I'm hoping Tylus can accompany you. The priority is to avoid detection. It's a calculated risk. The last thing we need is to get caught and then blamed for violating our neutrality and aggravating an already tense situation.
Immer muss ich alles
Can't
alleine
afford any
machen.
mistakes, which is why I've chosen you.
Yes, sir. I'll do everything in my power to make sure no one knows I'm there.
Good. Of course, you'll have full support from the Resolute.
Natürlich.
We'll make sure we take every precaution.
Every precaution.
Nachher vergessen sie mich auf dem Planeten. Kennen wir schon.
Get in touch with Tylus and make the necessary arrangements as discreetly as possible.
Bridge to Captain Solano. The Illydians have moved additional ships to the edge of the Hotari system. Current heading is straight for the homeworld.
Understood.
It would seem we no longer have the luxury of waiting. In that case, may I suggest you and I return to Hotari Prime?
You and I.
Doing so will provide Commander Rydek as much time as possible to complete her mission.
Agreed. We'll hail the Queen's delegation from my ready room. We all know what we need to do. Dismissed.
From my ready room. Das klingt auch so geil. Bereitschaftsraum. Ich finde Bereitschaftsraum klingt viel besser. Ist der Ready Room wirklich der Bereitschaftsraum? Müsste eigentlich Piquet Room heißen, wie es im Französisch-Englischen wäre. Aber ja, gut. Verloren und gefunden.
Petty Officers Diaz and Edsolar, where is the crystal formation that you found in the shuttle? I have tasked Ensign Calloway with performing a full analysis of the tetrametric pulses.
Verkauft am Flohmarkt.
Security brought it to the containment lab.
I was just there. They don't know anything about it.
What?
Security never checked it in.
Miranda never got there?
She's the one that had the crystal formation?
Yeah, her and the rest of the security detail from the negotiations.
Verräterin.
Diaz, Tamaris.
Uh-oh.
Carter Diaz to Miranda Maris.
Tja.
Commander Westbrook to Petty Officer Miranda Maris. Respond.
Ich würde mal den
Something's
Computer
not
fragen.
right.
She's still on the ship. She has to be.
Computer, locate Petty Officer Miranda Maris.
Petty Officer Miranda Maris is in the isolinear storage array on Deck 5.
I'll go find her.
Good.
I am sure Mr. Diaz can attend to this on his own.
That's true. But why he should go alone? Ja, werden wir gleich mal gucken, wo sie ist. Wahrscheinlich ist sie entführt worden, aufgehängt, in Koma versetzt, irgendwo hingelegt und das Ding geklaut. Wahrscheinlich, wissen wir nicht. Werden wir uns mal anschauen. Und danach, wenn wir wissen, was passiert ist, endet Teil 4 unserer Mission. So, aber erstmal müssen wir sie finden. So, was haben wir da? Da gehen wir mal und finden Miranda. So, der Server. Ist ja fast wie eine
Someone
Arbeit.
improperly pulled these isolinear chips.
Nicht richtig, okay. Und du weißt das, weil du geil bist, oder was? So, jemand hat sie nicht richtig eingesetzt. Dann gehen wir aber nicht hin und machen die richtig. Nein, machen wir nicht. Wir lassen das so, wie es ist. Kann ich hier was drücken? Ich will was drücken. So, liebe Leute, was glaubt ihr, ist mit Miranda passiert? Ist sie zur Fanta geworden? Okay, das war ein kalter. Oh, da sind Chips am Boden. Gott, habe ich jetzt Hunger auf Chips.
Did this?
I don't know. Must be the Borg, Q. Some Vulcans. I don't know. We will see it. Oh oh. Nein, nein, man ruft nicht. Das macht man nicht. Wenn ich rufe, kommen sie. Ich bin nicht so blöd wie die Leute in den Horrorfilmen. So. Wir gehen nochmal hoch. Und dann gucken wir mal. Ja, ich drücke mal W. Was war mir eigentlich schon klar? Mein Finger war schon auf W, bevor die Leiter überhaupt erschienen ist. So, wo geht's eigentlich dahin? Aha. Hinter mir war der Eingang. Die Plattform. So. Miranda. So, sorry, das war ich. So, gehen wir da hinten rein. So, gucken wir mal. Ist da jemand? Keine Miranda. Keine Fanta. Kein... Wie heißt das schön? Orange Blue, würde ich sagen. Ui, lauter Erupte. Oh, sie ist, glaube ich, ein bisschen...
What the?
Sie ist besessen. Hello.
Oh, it's just you.
Ja, wer sonst?
I'm busy right now.
Ja, bist du.
Why don't you come back later?
I'm glad I found you. I was worried. We tried you on the comm badge and you didn't answer.
Oh, I guess I was just caught up in my work.
Transfer complete.
But I'm through here, so I can't stay and chat. I have other things to do. Sorry you came all this way for nothing.
Soll ich fragen oder nicht? Ich frag sie.
But hold on a second. Commander Westbrook said the crystal formation we found in the shuttle never made it to the containment lab. He sent me to find you.
I don't know why he'd say that. I brought the crystals to the lab myself. Whatever he told you, he got it wrong. All I know is where I left them.
If that's the case, let's both go down there and find them.
Yep.
It's that simple.
I don't have time for that. I have work to do.
Ich muss sie gleich erschießen.
I appreciate that you came to check on me, but I'm fine. You worry too much.
Die Phaser sind
We're
immer
on a
betäubt.
starship. Nothing's gonna happen to me here.
Miranda, you can be honest with me.
Yes.
Are you in some kind of trouble?
Please.
The crystals are missing, and now I don't even know what you're doing in here pulling ISOs.
Jetzt muss ich kurz auf Pause gehen. Es ist halt wirklich, eigentlich ist es scheißegal, sorry, wenn ich das Wort sage, was du wählst, weil die Antworten alle auf das, was ich jetzt gerade wählen hätte können, abgestimmt sind. So kam es mir vor. Und dann gucken wir doch mal weiter, was passiert. Wird sie mich jetzt betäuben? Muss ich sie, ihr wisst schon.
Will you drop it? I don't like being interrogated, Carter.
Hey, wait up!
Oh oh. Sie ist auch noch vom Sicherheitsdienst. Das ist halt das größere Problem, würde ich sagen.
I'm getting some very mixed signals from you right now.
Warum wohl?
I'm sorry. I'm under a lot of stress right now.
Ja, das ist so.
Just tell Chovak or whoever I don't know where the crystals are, and let me go about my business. I know we have some things to figure out. I don't have time to stand around and debate with you.
Sag's ihnen doch selber.
If you won't give me a straight answer, you can tell them yourself.
This doesn't concern you, so I'm good with that.
Miranda, hold on!
Jetzt gibt's was.
No, get out of my way.
Obwohl Karate nichts gesehen. Zack. Hier. Auftragen, polieren. You know? Das ist gut. Jetzt bin ich gespannt.
So I see you found each other.
You were taking so long, the commander sent us to see what the problem was. Diaz, you were sent here with specific orders, and fighting your crewmate wasn't one of them. What the hell is going on here?
Ja.
Let's just let them explain.
I'd like to hear that, because I know what it looks like.
There's something seriously wrong with her. She's not herself, I'm telling you.
What does that mean?
Wieder.
It doesn't mean anything.
Well, for one, she was copying data onto this.
This drive is unauthorized.
There are ISOs all over the floor.
And that's why I was in here, investigating this situation. And when Carter came looking for me, we got our wires crossed. It wasn't anything more than that.
Even if that was true, it still doesn't answer what happened to the crystal formation that she took. And she isn't helping.
I can't tell you what I don't know. I brought them where they belonged, and that's where I left them.
I don't know what's going on here, but I think we need to call it into security.
Das würde ich auch
She can explain herself in the brig.
Hold on a minute. We don't need to put this on anyone's permanent record. Carter said you're not yourself. If something's wrong with you, we should head to sickbay and the doc will fix you right up.
Yeah, I haven't felt right since I came back from Hotari. I think I should see the doctor.
You two know her? If you really think she's not well, we can take her to sickbay first. But what I know is this is a security breach, and we should treat it as such.
Please, just let me go see the doctor.
She did have a bumpy ride back on the shuttle.
Ich rufe den Sicherheitsdienst.
This is Petty Officer Diaz. I need a security team to Deck 5.
Da bin ich jetzt gemein, aber ist so. Geht nicht anders. Das ist die große Liebe von Diaz. Das heißt, die kann da nicht einfach hier so Fake machen und so bam. Da bin ich voll hart und gehe den richtigen Weg. Hoffe ich. Wollen wir uns das noch kurz angucken? Oder... Nein, ich würde sagen, wir nehmen das mit für das nächste Mal. Aber ey, mega spannend. Ich finde das bis jetzt richtig gut. Ja, und es war auch gar nicht teuer. Das heißt, wer es selber mal spielen will, auf Steam gibt es das recht günstig. Kostet, also ich habe es jetzt in Franken gekauft, weil ich in der Schweiz lebe. Hat jetzt gerade mal knapp, was waren es? 15 Franken, 20 Franken gekostet. Und es ist halt ein Telltale-ähnliches Game. Das heißt, Click and Choice Thingy. Das heißt, du triffst eine Entscheidung, dann passiert was. Ab und zu musst du die Maus bewegen. Ja, es ist nicht ganz so, wie es sein soll. Aber es funktioniert für mich trotzdem. Schade finde ich, dass sie keine deutschen Audio-Syncs genommen haben. Aber ansonsten ist es wirklich gut. Und ich würde sagen, hey, wir spielen das auf alle Fälle zu Ende. Es sind bestimmt schon halb durch oder ganz, ich weiß es nicht. Nein, ganz noch nicht, aber halb mindestens. Und ich würde sagen, hey, ja, das war's. Und wir sehen uns das nächste Mal wieder. Macht's gut. Ciao, ciao. Für euch am Mikro war der Frank.